Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about audio settings and audio inputs in Sony FX6. So let's just jump into that. So first of all, I'm gonna tell you about the audio inputs on Sony FX6 which are here, and there are buttons next to them. Very important to know what is doing what, because if you don't configure it well, you can't do much in camera settings. So let's just jump into that and I'll show you what you really need to know about this. So on the side of the top handle, you have two XLR inputs, and under that XLR input, you have a button which is very important to know about. So this button on line 1 and line 2 is having 3 toggle positions, which is extreme left, extreme left. If you keep them to the extreme left, it means it's gonna be good for the sound mixer inputs. So if you have a mixer and you wanna provide the camera with the input, you can put it here. In the middle, you have mic on both channel 1 and channel 2. So this mic basically is for the mics which are having batteries built in, which don't need any phantom power. And to the extreme right, you have plus 48 watt phantom power. So if you're putting any shotgun mic on this, which needs phantom power, it's not only that you connect the XLR input and it's fine. You need to turn on the 48 volt here and then it will work. Otherwise, it will not. Now, on the top, you have this shoe, which basically lets you enable to put the K3M adapter, XLR adapter, to have more inputs. So if you have channel 1 and channel 2, if you will put it here, you can configure that to channel 3 and 4 to have 4 different inputs into the camera, or however you want to use them, you can use them. So this is the shoe mount, which will let you have audio input as well. So these are the 2 ways you can have audio input, and then of course your built-in mic is here to have input as well. Now, on the left side of the camera, this is very important window for you as well if you're doing the audio configuration. So if I will open it, you have 2 toggle buttons, and then you have 2 knobs to adjust the audio levels on Sony FX6. So this is for channel 1 and channel 2. But if you want to use these, you need to make sure that it's not on automatic, because if it's on auto, then it will not work. So you need to put it on manual to manually adjust the knobs to have your desired levels of audio on channel 1 and channel 2. So this is pretty much it about inputs on Sony FX6. Now let me just jump into the menus of Sony FX6 and show you how you can really configure the audio settings and get the best out of it. So let's just jump into that. So first of all, to go to the full menus, I will long press the menu button. And by the way, my camera is on firmware 6 for now. If your camera is on the older version, you need to compensate a bit, but I'm sure it's almost everything same in both the firmwares audio wise. So I will click on this audio, and then I will go on audio input first. Here you have channel 1, channel 2, channel 3 and channel 4 input here. So if I will go here, I have 3 options. Input 1, which is the XLR input on the side, which I showed you guys, and internal mic, which is on the side, and the shoe channel 1. Shoe is basically on the top where you can put the M3K mount as well. So these are the 3 options. So if you are having any external output with XLR, you can put on input 1 and then you can connect it there. Otherwise, if you're not having anything, better to keep it on internal mic so your editor can sync through the waveform. So these are the 4 channels basically where you can literally just select the inputs. So here you can put input 1 or input 2 as well. So let's say you are having only 1 XLR input and you wanna feed it on both the channels. What you will do is you will come on channel 1 input and you will select input 1, and then you will go here on channel 2 and select input 1 as well if you're having only 1 input on both the XLR. Then channel 3 input select and channel 4 input select are the same things you can see. You can have input 1, shoe or mic, or you can even keep it off as well, which you can't do on the channel 1 and channel 2 input. Same thing. Here you can have both. So I will go back. So after you're done configuring inputs on channel 1, channel 2, channel 3 and channel 4, you have this input 1 mic reference, which basically lets you set the reference recording level for XLR microphone input from the input 1. And the same thing is for the input 2 as well. And if I go in these, you have minus 30, minus 40, minus 50 dB, 60 dB, 70 dB, and 80 dB, which you will have to choose. And then after both of these, you have line input reference, which is on plus 4 dB for now, but you have 0 dB, minus 3 dB, and EBUL. Basically, this lets you select reference input levels when input 1 and 2 switch is set to line. So I will go back out of this, and now you have a reference level which is between minus 20 dB, minus 18, 16, 12, and EBUL. Basically, it lets you select recording level of the 1 kilohertz reference tone signal. So I will go back out of this. After that, you have the wind filters for 4 channels, which are all off. If you are in a very windy situation, you can turn them on as well. After that, you have channel 3 and channel 4 level control. And once everyone is coming in the menus, they will think, why I don't have the channel 1 and channel 2 level control? Because you have those manually outside on the Sony FX6 left side, which I showed you guys. So you can just come here, you can choose manual, and then you can choose manual again. And then here, after these two are on the manual, you can come on channel 3 and channel 4, and you can really tweak the levels of the inputs on channel 3 and channel 4. Now, after that, you have audio input level, which is overall, you can say master, and this will affect all the channels on your audio inputs. And after that, you have limiter mode, which basically lets you limit the audio on certain channels and it will not let it clip. So you can set it on minus 17, 15, or minus 12, minus 9, or minus 6. Most of the time I will keep it on minus 6, and if you have been editing, surely you are aware of this. After this, we have channel 1 and channel 2 AGC mode, and channel 3 and channel 4 AGC mode. This basically works in stereo. In mono, it's not really gonna affect, but if it's in stereo, it's gonna try to balance both the channels between each other level wise. And then AGC specs, surely you have it here, so you can really limit them on any of these levels. 1 kilohertz tone on color bars, very important, is basically if you turn it on and you go on your camera and you are turning on the color bars, with those color bars it will send the tone signal as well, so you can check your monitors calibration wise, and then you can really hear and see if the audio is working on your monitors as well, or many other reasons you can use tone for those. We have these 4 channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, and channel 4 levels, which are very new things in firmware 6. If you are on the older versions, surely you will not have them. Basically, these are the presets to really have the levels on from channel 1 to channel 4. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you the audio outputs, which is also very important, to be honest. So if you have monitor channel, you have SDI monitor, so you can really select if you want to mix them all, if you want to have a certain channel on that, or channel 1 and channel 2, or channel 3 and channel 4. So this is where if you're not having audio coming on your SDI, you can really control that here. You can come here and see why the audio is not coming on your BNC. I'll go back, I'll go to volume. So that's also important. You need to crank up the volume. If it's not higher and you have the right channels, still you'll not hear anything. And then headphone output, should it be stereo or mono? I'll keep it on stereo. Alarm level, and then HDMI output channel is here as well if you want to select them. Now this is pretty much everything about audio setup in Sony FX6, like menus wise or how you want to configure your inputs on Sony FX6. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if you have any more questions regarding audio on Sony FX6, please put them in comments and I'll make sure that I'll reply to those. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.